Well, good afternoon, basketball fans all over the world, wherever you may be, and welcome here to Tokyo, the capital of Japan, for tonight's B.LEAGUE fixture between our hosts, Alvark Tokyo, and the visitors, last season's finalists of the B.LEAGUE, Utsunomiya Brex. Well, tonight promises to be a very exciting matchup. The Brex currently standing one position exactly behind Alvark Tokyo, and a win tonight will see both these two teams with equal records. Well, the Alvark Tokyo fans are very optimistic about this season's prospects, of course. Remember, they brought in some big names, the likes of Seba Saiz, who last season was a champion with the Chiba Jets, and they also were able to catch up with Utsunomiya Brex's finest, Japan's national team player, Ryan Rossiter. Well, in the last game, of course, Utsunomiya Brex in their doubleheader against their tough matchup, they lost their game very emphatically, where they did end up losing at home at the Brex Arena. There you can see they're currently in 4th place with 15 wins and 8 losses. While Tokyo Alvark now currently 16-7 after their victory against Hokkaido a few days ago. Well, it was a very promising and a dominant performance by Tokyo Alvark. Of course, I mean, the likes of Jordan Taylor, I mean, he had a promising game. Seba Saiz as well, along with Ryan Rossiter, proven to be the B-League's big three this season. Well, there you can see the results in the last few games there for the Utsunomiya Brex. I mean, the last game losing 95-70 at home after winning that game only a day before on the Christmas day. Coach Anzai, of course, will be hoping for a big response from his team, but it doesn't get any tougher than this, playing against one of the favorites here in the B-League. Well, Alvark Tokyo, again, they made a statement last season by bringing in some big names. They want to get back to the championship. They want to be Japan's #1 team here in the B-League. Well, this is a team that were champions of the B-League in 2018 and in 2019. Right now, we're going to look at Utsunomiya Brex. You know, the key players to look out for in this team is the likes of New Zealand international Isaac Fotu, number 42. Well, they did bring in Chase Vila, number 20, who spent a few seasons playing in Europe in the Basketball Champions League for the likes of Broj Bamberg and for Flu Ostenda. The Japanese players, they got some of the best shooters in the lineups, along with Makoto Hiyajima, number 6, and Yusuke Endo. Now, Endo did have 17 points in their recent defeat, as well as having 2 veteran players. You just saw number 10 walk by there, Kosuke Takeuchi, a legend in Japanese basketball. And who could forget Yuta Tabuse coming off the bench? One of the few NBA players from Japanese basketball. Well, for Alvark Tokyo, of course, as we mentioned, it's been a very up and down season for them. I mean, a lot of games they played here that they would definitely like to forget about. Well, their most recent victory came against Hokkaido. Hokkaido, of course, you know, they did put up a very good game against Tokyo Alvark, but in the end, it was Alvark Tokyo that left that game with a 95-82 victory. And as we mentioned, promising finish, of course, with the likes of Seba Saiz. He had 23 points. A double-double in the end as he had his 14 rebounds. And as now we will introduce the starting lineup here for Alvark Tokyo. Our officials for tonight's game. We're very proud to say we have some of the finest officials here in B.LEAGUE basketball. They've done an excellent job, and they'll continue to do so here tonight in the capital for the big game between the two giants here in the Eastern Conference. Well, this Eastern Conference is becoming more and more competitive, as we would have expected to see the likes of Chiba Jets now currently top of the East. Although the Ryoko Golden Kings have the best record here in the B-League at 20 wins and 3 losses, followed up by the Nagoya Diamond Dolmens in the West. And there you can see there is the starting lineup, of course. Well, Kai Tevz now is going to come into the starting lineup. Now, he came off the bench in the last game for the Brex, so this is a big statement, of course, here from Utsunomiya Brex. Yusuke Endo, Seiji Ikaruga, along with Josh Scott and Isaac Fotu, all coming to the starting lineup for the Brex this evening. Well, there you can see the previous games. I mean, Alvark Tokyo are on fire at the moment. 5 wins in a row. I mean, they have simply been unstoppable. And as we mentioned, making a statement this year in the B-League. And it's quite clear that they really do want to set the expectations and kind of get back to winning ways, and they'll be looking at the pandemic as something that interrupted their performance of how great they've been so far this season in the B-League. Well, Alvark Tokyo's last defeat came on the 12th of December against Akita. But since then, it's been victories non-stop. There you can see doubleheader against Ibaraki Robots. So as we mentioned, 2 wins, emphatic victories for that matter, against Hokkaido. Again, the key for them this season has been the balance in their team. I mean, the amount of great players they have. Tokyo Alvark definitely will be going into this game thinking that they are the favorites.
We feel the power more and more. We're getting stronger, better than ever. Nothing can stop us. Are you ready?
The interesting point is going to be tempo will be key in this game. I mean, how much they can get these home fans right behind them in this one. I mean, the atmosphere in this gym becomes very, very amazing. Zach Baransky, of course, has been one of their top players this season. I mean, he's really stepped up and coming to his own. And number 2 there, you can see the American Jordan Taylor. He's been instrumental in their sort of play and their rise back up to the top in the B-League this season. Another one of the players to look out for, of course, is from the Japanese national team, number 9, Shuto Ando. Now, Shuto Ando, to me, is one of the smartest players here in the B-League. He definitely has the ability to play a variety of positions in the backcourt, but one of the things you'll see him do is step up on the perimeter and try to knock down as many open shots as possible. And you can see Jordan Taylor coming out, and of course, he will be the go-to player on this team. Well, now we're going to look at the starting lineups here tonight. Well, it's no doubt that Jordan Taylor is going to be in the starting lineup along with Shuto Ando. Well, what's interesting here is Daiki Tanaka will be coming out of the starting lineup. Now, Daiki Tanaka, arguably one of the greatest shooters here in the B-League. Taike Osakabe will also come into the lineup this evening. He will play in the backcourt, while Ryan Rossiter and Seba Saiz will play down low. Now, it's an interesting lineup there. You can see with Ryan Rossiter and Seba Saiz, I mean, predominantly power forwards, but you can see Coach Papcevic, Montenegrin international, really wants to go with a small, quick team against Utsunomiya Brex. Well, there he is, the man from Montenegro, the man who's coached all over the world, highly regarded in Europe and highly regarded here in Japan and all over Asia. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here in the capital of Tokyo. At the moment, it's live. It's the B-League. Don't go anywhere as we're set for tip. It's Alvark Tokyo. They'll be taking on Utsunomiya Brex. There are starting lineups for tonight's game. Well, the key matchup, of course, the likes you've got Seba Saiz there, a very quick inside player along with Ryan Ross. There are 2 power forwards there playing the center role. And they'll be matching up with Josh Scott and the likes of Isaac Fotu. Well, the players are ready, the fans are ready, the officials are ready. Let's get this party underway. This is going to be an interesting experience now for Ryan Rossiter. He hasn't played for many clubs here in his professional career. He played 1 season in France. And since 2013, he played for Utsunomiya Brex. And now he's against his former employers. Well, the tip is up and underway, and we will get this game started. Kai Tevs now will get things going early on here for the Utsunomiya Brex, and heavily guided by Jordan Taylor. He gives this one up now to Yusuke Endo. Comes off one screen now here with Foto. Coming into 5 on the shot clock now. Foto's got to force this one up, and a little jump hook there by Isaac Foto. Well, the New Zealand international, that's something he will give you all game long here. Very physical, but also is able to use the finesse and down low play. Rossiter now gets a handoff here, sets a screen. Goes back to the big fella now. He's going to try and back down against Isaac Folks, who swings around off the backboard, doesn't get it. Seba Saiz for the rebound. He goes up with it. He can't get it. And the foul has been called on Seba Saiz. No, excuse me. They called the foul on Yusuke Endo. Well, there's a shot by Saiz. Well, that's a 50-50 in my opinion. That's a very tough call there. Now, Yusuke Endo looks very, very perplexed by the decision, but it will be Alvark Tokyo ball on the baseline. And Taylor now on the ball, gets this one back. Penetration kick now. Ryan Rossiter, he can make those. Rossiter from downtown. And Ryan Rossiter, as we've seen with the Japanese national team, he's one of those players that does like to pick and pop and come out to the perimeter. If he starts making those shots, it's going to be a nightmare here for the Utsunomiya Brex. Endo now, he pulls up off a screen, doesn't get it. And secure a rebound now. Now they can push this one with Osakabe. Taylor now giving this one up, gets a handoff hit. Shuto Endo comes off another screen here. He'll pull up from the mid-range. The back iron doesn't get it. Photo secures a rebound, and now Kai Tebs will push this one here for the Brex. Tebs now fades away, takes a tough one, and Kai Tebs rimming in and out, doesn't get it. Well, that's a tough play there, but could have argued that the Kai Tebs probably should have gone to the basket a little bit stronger. Now Taylor comes off the screen. And again, Tokyo Alvark secure another offensive rebound. Go down low now. Seba Saiz tries to battle his way, gets rejected. Well, Josh Scott protecting at all costs there. Cross-court pass now. Left wide open, takes a three-pointer. Three is up and again no good, but Scott gets the offensive rebound, and Josh Scott goes in. And that is one thing you know you're going to get with Josh Scott. Every time a shot goes up, he goes in. Those second chances, just trying to keep Utsunomiya Brex as physical as possible here. Taylor now comes off one screen, does a pick and pop here with Saiz. He tries the mid-range. Seba Saiz nails it. The Spanish international player making the transfer after last year winning the championship with Yuki Togashi and the Chiba Jets against Utsunomiya Brex. Creating what was arguably a powerhouse this season here with Tokyo Alvark. Fotu now gets a handoff. Pump fakes now, takes this one in all the way, gets rejected. Well, Ryan Rossiter says, not in my house. And Ryan Rossiter and Isaac Fotu could potentially be seeing each other at the 2022 FIBA Asia Cup that will be hosted in Indonesia. There's a lob pass now, finds Saiz under the basket. Here comes a double team. Saiz now. A jump ball's been called, and I think the Utsunomiya Brex bench want a traveling violation called. I can see why they called a jump ball there, but call was called a little bit late there in my opinion, but nonetheless it will be Alvark Tokyo ball now. Osakabe now in a 24-second violation. Poor offense by Alvark Tokyo. And you can see Sebastian Saiz saying to Taiki Osakabe that he has to be aware what's on the shot clock. And now Kai Tebs here will bring the ball up here. As the folks who left wide open now, gives this one up to Endo. The foul has been called. The foul is going to be called on Taiki Osakabe. Well, just fighting his way around the screen and just grabbing on a little too aggressively. That's Isaac Fotu. It was Osakabe. Scott now gets a handoff here with Kai Tebs. Tebs now crosses over. There's a pick and pop, finds Josh Scott. He's got to shoot it right at the end of the shot clock. Can't get it. Well, both teams there you can see just struggling to get the momentum and rhythm going early on here. Taylor now off one screen, goes down the middle, kicks out. Rossiter, he's made one three-pointer, makes another one. Oh, Ryan Rossiter simply can't light it up from the perimeter. puts Alvark Tokyo now up 8-4 here. Just under halfway gone here so far in the first quarter. Ikaruga now backing his way down. Turns it over. Poor offense there. Seiji Ikaruga made the penetration, tried to dish it off, and it resulted in a turnover there for Utsunomiya. Brex comes off the screen now, takes the mid-range, doesn't get it. So he's with another rebound. Taylor now. There's a little trademark. Ryan Ross to the floater. And all of a sudden, the Brex have to call timeout. Ryan Rustin now with 8 points so far here in the first quarter simply has been unstoppable. As Coach Ryo Enzai has to figure out how his team, I mean, look at the pick and roll here. It's so simple. Taylor finding Rossida, the beautiful little scoop there. And as mentioned, that is trademark Ryan Rossida basketball. Well, Alvark Tokyo now in total control of this game so far. Really have been moving the ball very well and getting those open looks. I mean, at the moment, Ryan Rossida with 8 points so far, 2 3-pointers coming in the game, and now Alex Kirk will check into the game here for Alvark. Kai Tevs now needs to get something going in the backcourt here for Utsunomiya Brex. Well, we find Endo now comes off a screen. It's a long 2-pointer, can't get it. Taylor comes up with a rebound now. He'll push this one. There's a screen now coming off one pick. And now we're on the 10, the shot clock, but it's a turnover there. And miscommunication between Jordan Taylor and Brian Rossida. Brex now only 2 field goals so far here in the first 5.5 minutes here in the first quarter. They need to get something going much better, be a little bit more confident. Here comes a handoff now. Goes down the middle, wraps around, gets rejected one more time. Oh, Ryan Rossida again is becoming a defensive fortress here for Alvark Tokyo. Ikaruga with the penetration, and Rossida said, "Not in my house." Welcome to Tokyo. It's now Seiji Ikaruga has to go to the bench to take a breather. So coming into the game now is number 13, Minoru Watanabe here for the Brex. Fading away, and the jump shot is good there by Yusuke Endo. Well, a man who did have 17 points in their last game against the Shimane Magic. And it was a very tragic defeat there for the Brex. They lost by 25 points. And he pulls up now from the free throw line. Tries to go off the backboard, doesn't get it. Now Kai Tevs with a rebound. And this is where the Brex now need to be a lot quicker in transition. Try and catch Alvark off the break. Kotu with the pump fake. Kotu goes in with a little floater, can't get it. And the rebound has been secured by Alex Cook. And again, Alvark Tokyo just dominating the rebounds at the moment. Rusty now gives this one back up to Jordan Taylor. He muscles his way in, fades away in the lane with a fadeaway. That's a beautiful play there by Jordan Taylor. Tevs now makes a quick penetration. Finds Josh Scott. Scott puts up a tough shot, but Josh Scott gets it to drop. Well, that's what they're going to need more in this game, is trying to get Josh Scott as many good looks in the low block as possible. Kirk now, he does the pick and pop, and Alex Kirk tucks that one away. Well, it's so simple right now from Alvark Tokyo. The big set the screen, they pop out, they hit the wide open shots, and at the moment, Utsunomiya and Brex just don't seem to have an answer defensively. Utsu now gets a handoff here. Back to Scott now, powers his way in, just too big and strong, but he can't make the layup. Endo with the rebound finds Isaac Fotu, just lays that one up. And the assist coming from Yusuke Endo. Penetrates in now, almost throws it away as they get the ball in the hands of Jordan Taylor. Taylor now down the middle, another fadeaway, doesn't get it. And Kai Tabs with a rebound, and now he'll push this one. Utsunomiya Brex now trying to patiently build up some offense here. Just under 2 minutes ago, playing with a bit more confidence as Kai Tabs comes up one screen, pulls up in the mid-range, and Kai Tabs tucks it away. And all of a sudden, Coach Pavcevic and Alvark Tokyo, they'll call timeout. As Utsunomiya Brex all of a sudden just starting to find a little bit of life in their game. Well, you can see what Coach Pavcevic is probably trying to say to his players. Try not to be too complacent, but there you can see the Brex now going with a much bigger lineup as Chase Fila and Kosuke Takeuchi comes into the game. Well, that's an interesting change there. I think as well, number 31, Shuhei Kitsugawa also comes in for Utsunomiya Brex as Ryan Rossiter. He now goes to the bench and takes a breather. Tokyo now holding on to a 2-point lead here with under 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. We'll kick this one out. It's a long one, throws it away, and now Chase Fila comes up with a loose ball. Well, Fila now goes baseline. Pumps this one out now to Josh Scott, who's looking for a handoff. And the movement now from the Brex off the ball has not been good enough. Watanabe now pulls up from the mid-range. Watanabe doesn't get it. And Seven Saeed secures a rebound, and now Alvark Tokyo, with over a minute to go, leading this one by 2 points. Again, just got a little bit to sleep here in their offense. And the foul has been called against Kosuke Takeuchi for the hold on Alex Kirk, I believe. It's not the worst foul in the world because it's only the second team foul here for the Brex, but it will be a baseline ball now to Alvark Tokyo. Well, Kosuke Takeuchi, one of the veterans, the legends here in Japanese basketball. The man who in 2006 had to defend Dirk Nowitzki at the FIBA World Championship in the Saitama Arena. And now we're under 10 on the shot clock. Endo now trying to force his way in, but again, another foul's been called. Well, this foul is going to be called on number 31, Shuhei Kitsugawa of Utsunomiya Brex. Kusakabe now on the ball here. Gets this one out, has a wide open look from the perimeter. Three is up and it's good. And again, Shuto Ando is the play. You cannot leave him wide open, as we've seen him do it time and time again with the Japanese national team. And there's the kick out. Takeuchi thought about taking the three-pointer. Watanabe will take it from downtown. He doesn't get it. And now they have the ball in transition here. Alvark Tokyo can take the last shot here, but Seba Saiz looks like he's going to go all the way, but gets rejected. Josh Scott denies him. And Chase Fila now down the middle. There's a pick and roll. Beautifully executed. Chase Fila finding Josh Scott. And now there's a few seconds left. Well, they take the shot. And he almost got it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first quarter, Alvark Tokyo hold on to a 17-14 lead over Utsunomiya Brex. Well, so far here in the first quarter, it really has been the Ryan Rossiter show. I mean, he has been phenomenal with his 2 3-pointers and the pick and roll play going to the basket with the trademark Ryan Rossiter floater. Shuto Ando has been very effective so far in the backcourt here for Tokyo. Well, there is a legend, as we said, Coach Papchevich, a man who spent his career perfecting the art of coaching here in the game of basketball. Well, Luka Papchevich, heavily regarded as one of the greatest coaches. She went to the University of Utah. As a player, played in almost any top professional league you like. He's also the head coach, if you remember, trying to go down low here to Chase Fila, but here comes a double team, and Fila throws it away. Ryan Rossiter now able to secure the steal, but slows it down in transitions. Now Jordan Taylor will try to get things going. Shuto Ando now comes off one screen, kicks out Rossiter. He's made 2, makes a third one. Ryan Rossiter, 3 for 3 from downtown. And the Brex Nation, looking to despair as their former superstar right now continues to punish him, as he has 55% of the points this evening. There's a cross-court pass now, finds Watanabe. Takeuchi tries a long shot, doesn't get it. And at the moment, Utsunomiya Brex struggling for baskets. We're going with a big lineup there with Isaac Fotu, Chase Fila at the 3. And of course, Takeuchi playing the 5 now. His baseline now, tries to go in with a reverse layup, doesn't get it. Now we're at 6 on the shot clock. Now Alex Kirk tries to back in his way. And Kirk just completely annihilates Takeuchi there on defense. Well, it's an 8-point lead now to Alvark Tokyo, and at the moment, the Brex really in need of some inspiration. Utsunomiya now comes off one screen, finding Foto, looking for a handoff. 1 second, he's got to shoot it, 24-second violation. A very poor offense here from the Brex. Coach Anzai right now looking on, wondering what does he need to do to get his team to improve. Taylor now comes off one screen. Russo left wide open. Can he go? Pump fakes in the lane. Another kick out. There's a penetration. Great ball movement. Taylor in the corner for three. Doesn't get it. But again, you have to credit the way that Alvark Tokyo moved the ball. And Taylor comes up with the steals. Fila steals it. Transition. Rossida gets rejected, but it's a foul. Well, Chase Fila just came out and completely denied Ryan Rossida, but Rossida was fouled in the process. Well, that was a turnover by Chase Fila. Chase Fila tripping over the cameraman. Rossida missed the first shot, and he has been 3 for 3 from the perimeter this evening. And you can see the Brex fans still cheering on their former superstar. Remember, he was with Utsunomiya Brex since 2013 after playing that one season in France. Well, he makes the second free throw now. Puts Alvark Tokyo up by 9 points here early on. Seiji Ikaruga now giving the ball up here to Kosuke Takeuchi. They'll take a quick three-pointer. Three is up. The three is no good. And at the moment, the perimeter shots just aren't dropping here for the Brex. Well, Taylor now has a switch. They want to throw the ball down low to Seba Saiz. Guided by Ikaruga, and a foul has been called. Well, that's the second now on Seiji Ikaruga. Second team foul here in the second quarter. Well, the Brex now bringing in Hirohide Araya, who played a lot in the first half in their loss against Shimane Magic, but didn't feature too much in the second half. And there's a step back jump shot off the front iron, doesn't get it, but it goes out of bounds. Off of Isaac Foto, so that will be an Alvark Tokyo ball. Now, due to that not having full possession, it will be fresh 14 on the shot clock here for Alvark Tokyo. Well, Taylor now going to look to isolate here against Watanabe. Comes off one screen now, has 6 on the shot clock. Taylor right in the face of Foto, doesn't get it. Takeuchi with a rebound, and now Utsunomiya Brex desperately need to try and get back in this one. Fotu now spins around, goes in with a tough move, and that's exactly what they needed from Isaac Fotu. Well, that's something that the Brex can do, is try to force the ball down low to Isaac Fotu and just get him to draw some more fouls and make the defense collapse. Now Rossida tries to spin his way. And another foul's been called. They're really going to call this foul here against Hirohide Araya, possibly. And maybe they're going to call that one. Let's see who reached it. Right there, the reach. Well, it's only the 13th foul now, so it will be a sideline ball. Is now coming back into the game as Taike Osakabe. Kai Tevz now comes back into the game here for the Utsunomiya Brex, and probably just to give him a bit more of a dynamic option here. And there's a pick and pop now, Rossida. Rossida step back for three-pointer, doesn't get it. Seba Saiz with another rebound. Kicks out to take another three. The three is up and it's good. Well, Alvark Tokyo are shooting the lights out right now. And they simply cannot miss from downtown. Well, it's now a 10-point lead. I believe that was a 2-pointer. He's got a foot on the line as Fotu goes in. Fotu miss a wide open layup. And now Taylor will push this one in transition. Taylor gets fouled. And I believe that's going to be a shooting foul, so he'll go to the free throw line. The foul is on number 18, Seiji Ikaruga. Well, Taylor now coming off one screen. Goes in the middle, puts up, gets rejected as Josh Scott denies him. And now Kai Tebs will push this one. Remember, Utsunomiya and Brex have put Alvark Tokyo in the penalty. So any more fouls will be sending them to the free throw line. Feeling now trying to back down here against Ryan Rossiter. Fakes, goes in with a little jump hook, and that's much better there from Chase Fila. You can see now Utsunomiya and Brex trying to play him on the perimeter as a three-man, but Chase Fila, all this time he spent playing in Europe, was predominantly a power forward and sometimes occasionally a center. Here's a switch on defense now. There's the pump fake, penetration in the lane, doesn't get it. Scott with a big rebound, and now Brex trailing by 8 points. And Tebs crosses over, trying to cut into the deficit as much as possible now. There's a kick out, Fila for three, doesn't get it. That was a much better look, but he couldn't knock it down. Well, good ball reversal. Also Kabe for three. Doesn't get it, hits the front iron. Well, there's a quick pass in transition. Josh Scott able to keep it alive, and now he's going to try and back down against Seba Saiz. Tebs had the three-pointer. I think they're going to call a blocking foul on Taylor. And that's only going to be the second foul of the game here. Well, it's definitely the right call there, because you could see that Jordan Taylor had his right arm down, which is probably one of the reasons why the referee didn't want to call an offensive foul. But nonetheless, now Alvark Tokyo want to call timeout, and they'll want to talk it over. Well, there you can see the points tally. Of course, Ryan Rossiter leading all scorers in this game so far with 12 points. Well, at the moment now, when Brex, very tough, is only Isaac Fotu. And of course, the likes of Josh Scott, they have 6 points each. The moment it's coming from inside. I mean, they haven't been able to get the perimeter shooting. I mean, Yusuke Endo, haven't been able to get enough good looks for him from the perimeter. Well, it will be sideline ball now to the Brex as they trail this one by 8 points. With 4:21 to go here in the second quarter. They'll throw down low now to Josh Scott. This is where they need to be much more clinical. Try and make the... And Scott now pulls up a jump shot. Goodness gracious, airballs that one. Again, Josh Scott really needs to try and back down as much as possible in the low block and try to punish Alvark Tokyo. Here comes a handoff now. Utsunomiya comes off one screen here. There's a penetrate, goes baseline. And there's a three. The three is up. The three is tucked away, and the perimeter shooting from Alvark Tokyo is completely punishing as Zach Baranski. Well, they have come out like a house on fire. They're now up by 11 points here. And as Coach Anzai has to call timeout here for the Brex, because at the moment, well, there's a penetration by Utsunomiya looking for options and finds Baranski. One dribble between the legs. Oh, baby! Nails it! Well, the Utsunomiya Brex fans, they're not out of this game. It's only an 11-point ball game at the moment. The problem right now for the Utsunomiya Brex, they just have not been able to get things going from downtown. Well, Alvark Tokyo have really come out like a house on fire. Now they're making an early change, and you never see the Brex make this change. The legend, Yuta Tabuse, is coming to the game here in the first half. Well, I think Tabuse is coming to the game here just to give them a little bit more composure in the backcourt and try to get things going. Well, there's a handoff now with Kai Tevz. Kai Tevz back to Chase Fila in the lane. It's a good look, but he can't finish it. Fila gets the offensive rebound. Endo now with the penetration. Finds Scott under the basket, and that's much better. It's now Josh Scott will go to the free throw line. The foul has been called on number 53, Alex Kirk here for Alvark Tokyo. We can see right now Alvark Tokyo just patiently waiting on defense for Utsunomiya Brex to make a turnover or miss a wide open look, and then trying to get out in transition as quick as possible. But Utsunomiya Brex, they have to be better. They have to be smart. They have to really try and make Alvark Tokyo's defense work as hard as possible. But Scott missed the second free throw. As we're under 3:20 to go here in the second quarter. And here comes the handoff now with Baranski. Made the last three-pointer. 3 seconds here on the shot clock. There's a penetration in the lane. Goes up and gets rejected. And now Tabuse in transition. Settles this one down. Tevz now finds Scott under the basket. Lays it up. Much better there by the Brex. And now Alvark Tokyo have to call timeout. Well, there was the poor layup there by Utsunomiya. And again, look in transition here. Tabuse giving a handoff, and Kai Tevz here under the basket, dishing it off. Well, Scott now, he moves up to 9 points. At the moment, he is leading the way here for the Brex Nation. Well, it's an 8-point ball game at the moment. It's Tokyo Alvark again comfortably in the lead through their perimeter shooting. As Pavcevic now is going to bring Ryan Rossiter back into the game. And these home fans very optimistic that this season will be a return to championship glory here for the Alvark Tokyo. There comes the pick and roll now. Taylor in the lane. Oh, it's too easy. No help side defense, but a beautiful move there by Jordan Taylor. Well, the Brex, after working so hard on offense there, unable to get a defensive stop, is now looking to get the ball in the hands of Josh Scott. It's a handoff now with Kai Tevz off one screen. Tevz now all the way with a wraparound finger roll. Well, Kai Tevz now stepping up his game, just trying to make sure that Utsunomiya Brex can stay in this one. And now it's becoming an exciting game of basketball. Both these two teams really going at each other. Jordan Taylor now the pick and pop here, Rossiter. See the screen as Osakabe kicks this one out. Good ball movement here from Alvark Tokyo. 3 seconds, deep three. Doesn't get it. Scott with a rebound, and now Kai Tevz will push this one. Comes off another screen here with Josh Scott. Kai Tevz hangs in the air. Gets his own rebound, finds it to Josh Scott, and Josh Scott lays it up. And all of a sudden, it's a 6-point ball game. Well, he now moves up to 11 points here. And the Brex now just trying to claw their way back into this. Osakabe now tries to find Alex Kirk. Kirk spins around, goes up with it, and Alex Kirk is simply unstoppable on the low block, and he wanted a foul, but the officials were not going to call that one on Chase Fila. Fila hangs in the air. Fila off the backboard, too strong, doesn't get it. Scott secures a rebound. And now we're under a minute to go here in the second quarter. Well, this is what's been working so far here for the Brex. The pick and roll here with Scott and Kai Tevz. Tabuse forces up a tough shot. He doesn't get it. And that was a poor offense there by Utsunomiya Brex. And again, Alvark Tokyo with another chance here to go up by double digits. Jordan Taylor now coming off one screen. Finds Alex Kirk, but they throw it away. Well, Alex Kirk has been dominant so far here in the low block. He's been simply unstoppable, but Jordan Taylor just too strong on the passes. Now Seba Saiz comes into the game here. Well, now Seiji Ikaruga, along with Isaac Fotu, will also come back into the game now for the Utsunomiya Brex. Ikaruga now gives this one up to Isaac Fotu. And for the handoff now, Yusuke Endo, the hesitation, the wraparound layup, and Yusuke Endo. Now we got 10 seconds here. Alvark Tokyo. Taylor now going to the basket. Almost loses dribble, keeps it alive. Few seconds left. Taylor all the way. Jordan Taylor gets the and one. And he's now going to go to the free throw line here for a three-point play, and he is taking this game over. Well, Taylor makes a three-point play. Now we have 1.4 left here. As Seiji Ikaruga try to force it up. But ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the first half, Alvark Tokyo lead this one by 9 points here in the B-League fixture against Utsunomiya Brex, last season's finalists. Well, we'll leave you with some stats and some highlights here from the first half, but go get a drink, go get something to eat, because this game now starting to breathe a little bit more life here between these two teams. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, now to the second half of this B-League fiction. Here are some of the highlights here from the first half. Well, you can see Ryan Rossiter get off to a very, very good start here. Had a very good shooting performance in the first quarter. He was 3 for 4 from downtown. Well, there was the give and go there. The trademark Ryan Rossiter floater shot. Well, for the Brex at the moment, it's really been all Josh Scott trying to get things going in the low block. Well, Isaac Fotu does have 6 points here for the Brex, but the pick and roll with Scott and with Kai Tevs there, you can see here's the case and scenario. Tevs there pulling up from the mid-range. Well, that's what the Brex need more of right now. Just a little bit of a back-down post play, something to get them in this game. Well, Seba Saiz has been dominating the offensive rebounds, relatively quiet on offense. And that could all change here in the second half. We will find out very shortly. Well, that was the final bucket there in the first half there from Jordan Taylor, making that penetration in and getting the and one play. At the moment, Ryan Rossiter really has been the key difference in this game. Well, the three-point shooting, you can see Utsunomiya and Brex have yet to make a three-point field goal, while Alvark Tokyo just under 50%, 6 for 13 from downtown. Well, Brex are 13 for 27 from within the rainbow, but again, that just shows you the perimeter shooting has been the big difference in this game. Well, turnovers, of course, has been a huge problem here for Utsunomiya. Brex been unable to take care of the basketball. Too many turnovers has cost him a lot of issues in this game. And that's something they're going to have to try and change here in the second half if they're going to get back in this one. Well, there you can see there's Brandon Jawato there of the Indonesian national team. Recently just signed here by Utsunomiya Brex this season. Well, Kosuke Takeuchi as well looks like he'll start on the bench here in the second half. So it looks like they're going to go with a similar starting lineup from the beginning of the game with Yusuke Endo in the backcourt. Well, the one thing that was working very well here for the Brex was, as we mentioned, the pick and roll scenario with Josh Scott and with Kai Tevs. Now you can see for Alvark Tokyo, Ryan Rossiter, their top scorer, followed up by Jordan Taylor. He has 7. Well, Coach Anzai now will get things going underway here. His team now trailing, but again, they're not out of this game. It's just the perimeter shooting that really hasn't gone in their favor. With players such as Yusuke Endo on your team, the loss of Makoto Hiyajima at the moment proves to be a big difference so far here for Utsunomiya Brex. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will start the second half here as Alvark Tokyo will have the first possession. Again, looks like they're going to go with the same starting lineup from the first half as well. As you've got Taiki Osakabe out there, number 75 on the perimeter. With a big lineup of Ryan Ross and with Seba Saiz. Here comes the pick and roll now off the dribble handoff as Taylor now pulls up for three. It's a front iron, doesn't get it. Scott secures another rebound. And then Utsunomiya Brex will look to push this one. And down low now to Isaac Fotu. By Ryan Ross goes into the jumper. But Isaac Fotu, just as he did in the first quarter. Again, it's a one option they need to keep going to as he cuts it down now. It's only a 7-point ball game. A silly foul there by Seiji Ikaruga. Again, just got right in the face here. I mean, look at this. That's a silly foul to give away too early in the quarter. That's his second foul of the game now. Taylor now looking to go pick and roll here with Saiz, makes a penetration in the lane. Gets rejected! Well, one more time. Josh Scott says, not in your house. Well, we have come to Tokyo, but again, you invited us to dinner. It's now Fotu spins around, Fotu all the way, and Isaac Fotu gets the and one. And all of a sudden, Brex Nation starts to breathe a little bit more life. Well, look at this. This is Hakeem the Dream, but in an Utsunomiya Brex jersey. Isaac Fotu going to work. Well, he can't make the three-point play, but he does cut it down to a 5-point ball game. Now Alvark Tokyo will try to get things going one more time. Another penetration. Oh, one more block. And again, it's this guy, Isaac Fotu, the rim protectors. Well, Isaac Fotu says to Osakabe, get out of here. You are not welcome in your own house. Well, inbound baseline here for Alvark Tokyo is now. Jordan Taylor will try to get things going. Comes off one screen here with Saiz. And now he has a mismatch against Josh Scott. He's going to look to isolate. The step back in the lane. Gets the drop. Well, that is why Jordan Taylor is simply one of the best in the B-League. The one-legged fadeaway. He's back to a 7-point ball game here for Alvark Tokyo. Tebs now hesitates down the middle. Kai Tebs goes into the Fangirl, doesn't get it. Fotu now 6 seconds on the shot clock. It didn't hit the rim. Ikaruga needs to get a shot off. And now, big three. Doesn't get it. And that would have been a monumental play there for the Brex Nation, but now Alvark Tokyo can push this one. Osakabe now, step back from the mid-range, right in the face of Josh Scott, doesn't get it. Things getting very physical now between Ryan Rossiter and with Isaac Fotu. And I think they get a cool foul there on Isaac Fotu. There was the jump shot. Well, surprised there was an official review on that one. Well, there's a pump fake now. Ikaruga finds Rossiter. Rossiter tries to lay it up, doesn't get it. Scott comes up with a rebound, and now he finds Kai Tebs. Kai Tebs in the lane. Fangirl doesn't get it. No foul called. Well, a wasted opportunity there for Utsunomiya Brex is now Jordan Taylor. Draws the foul on Kai Tebs. And now Jordan Taylor here on the ball. Coming off one screen, looking to kick this one out here. Shuto Ando now got it by Scott. Tries to make the penetration, a pump fake, and now the fadeaway. And Shuto Ando, arigato gozaimasu. Right in the lane with a skyhook fadeaway. Well, the follow through on that was absolutely beautiful, as now it's back to a 9-point ball game. Tebs now getting a handoff here with Josh Scott. Oh, he throws. Oh, no, it's a foul being called. Excuse me. I was about to say threw the ball away, but foul has been called off the ball, so will be I believe, a baseline ball. I believe a foul is going to be called against Jordan Taylor, I believe. Yusuke now comes off one screen here with Scott. Yusuke goes in with a little fang roll, beautifully tucked away there. And that's a much better there from Yusuke. He's had a very quiet first half. He hasn't been able to get a shot going that he would have wanted to have liked. There's a pick and roll now on the ball to kick this one out to Rossiter. And Taylor, here comes a double team here. In the corner, Osakabe left wide open for three. Doesn't get it. Tebs with a rebound, and now he can push. Tebs now finds Josh Scott. Comes off a screen hit. Endo in the air, hangs way out of control, doesn't get it. And now we have a transition play here. And now Seba Saiz being guarded by Yusuke Endo. Has to go to work. Seba Saiz with a sky finger roll in the air. Yeah, simply unstoppable there by Sebastian Saiz. Well, Spanish international all of a sudden looking to take this game over here for Alvark Tokyo. He keeps them up by 9 points. They go down low here to Josh Scott. Well, Scott now looking to back down, spins around. Scott goes up, and Josh Scott gets the and one. And the big fella's going to go to the free throw line here for a three-point play. Well, Taylor tries to cut him down for the double team. I mean, look at here. Backs his way, muscles his way in, and somehow, someway, still able to score. Well, Pavcevic now taking Seba Saiz out of the game as Scott can't make the three-point play, and the free throw shooting has been very poor this evening from Utsunomiya Brex. So now Alex Kerr comes back into the game here for Alvark Tokyo. Rossiter kicks us out. There's a three-point. The three is up. It's way off the mark. And Utsunomiya Brex come up with a loose ball now. Kai Tebs trailing by 7 points. Down low to Scott now, guided by his former teammate. Scott spins, fades away, tough one, doesn't get it. And Ryan Rossiter, that's exactly what the Brex have missed this season, the defense in the low block. Well, Taylor now looking to kick this one out. And here comes the pick and roll now of Alex Cook. Well, great defense by Isaac Fotu. Now they got a 3-on-1 here in transition. Finds Fotu under the basket, and Isaac Fotu lays it up. And Alvark Tokyo, all of a sudden, the lead has been cut down to 5 points, and Coach Anzai very pleased with his players' efforts. And there you can see the visiting supporters from the Tochigi Prefecture. I mean, look at Isaac Fotu there, quickly, aggressively comes out to defend the pick and roll. Comes up with a loose ball, the assist coming from Yusuke Endo. Well, the perimeter shooting still continues to be very poor here from Utsunomiya Brex. They have still not yet made a three-point shot tonight. But Coach Pavcevic needs to say to his players, look, we cannot afford to be complacent. This team last season, they made it to the finals, and they were one game away. As both Ryan Rossiter will remember, losing to Seba Saiz when he was playing for the Chiba Jets. Well, now here comes the big possession now for Alvark Tokyo. This baseline kicks out. And Taylor with the penetration. Another kick out. Good ball. Another. Turns it over almost. Well, great defense by the Brex here. Really rotating. Jumping to the ball and helping at all costs. And Kaitsev's got to love the effort there. Now, Tokyo moving the ball very well. But again, you got to credit, as we mentioned, the defense from the Brex Nation. Well, there are 5 seconds now on the shot clock. Taylor's got to get something going. Spins around the fadeaway trademark. Airballs it. 24-second violation. And at the moment, Alvark Tokyo just cannot seem to score a bucket. Well, I think the officials now just want to check with the scoreboard how much time is on the clock. But again, well, Papchevich knows that the one thing that's kept his team in the front of this game is the fact they've shot the ball so well from the perimeter. But here in the third quarter, a little bit quiet now. They go down low here to Josh Scott. Guided by Alex Cook, and that's a matchup you want to keep seeing as Endo pulls up in the mid-range. A little short, doesn't get it. Goes out of bounds, and that will be Utsunomiya Brex ball on the baseline. Well, now Chase Fieler comes into the game here for Isaac Fotu. So now the question is, what position are they going to play Chase Fieler? Because usually when he comes into the game, he's playing the perimeter role position here for the Brex. Tev's now heavily guarded by Taylor. We go to Josh Scott. Scott tries to back down. Pulls up from the mid-range. And Josh Scott has taken this game over. Cutting it down to a three-point ball game. Well, Tokyo now one foul away from putting the Brex into the free throw line. Utsunomiya Brex with 3 team fouls. They're defending the pick and roll very aggressively now with hard shows. And there's the penetrate. Okasabe all the way, doesn't get it. Scott now diving on the floor, and that's going to be a Utsunomiya Brex ball, I believe. As Tokyo started the second half with the first possession. And the Brex fans, they are loving it now. Their team is back in this one. Osakabe there, you can see with the penetration, unable to get it. But look at Ryan Rossiter and Josh Scott diving on the floor. Scott now looking to back down against Alex Cook, muscling his way in with a jump hook, and Josh Scott, simply 3 letters, sum this man up, and that is MVP for this game. Well, time and time again, he's done it for Utsunomiya Brex over the years. And right now, when they need the inspiration, trailing by 1 point. Taylor comes off one screen now, kicks this one out. Finding Ryan Rossiter, and Ryan Rossiter, who hasn't scored since the first half, finally puts 2 points on the board here for Alvark Tokyo. Well, it's back to a 3-point ball game. And there's a handoff now. Yusuke Endo. And Endo traveling all across the court now, looking to throw this one to Chase Fieler. Well, Chase Fieler throws it away, as now Taylor with a steal. Taylor down the middle. And avoids the M1. I believe they're going to call the foul. No, they're not. They're going to call a shooting foul, I believe. Well, Chase Fieler there just making sure that Taylor doesn't get the M1. And the foul is going to be called on Kaitsevs. Well, Kosuke Takeuchi now comes into the game, along with Shuhei Kitagawa here for the Utsunomiya Brex. Well, also checking back in is Hinori Watanabe, number 13. Well, both teams now one foul away from putting each other in the penalty. There's the kick out, good ball movement. Shoot to Ando under the basket, finds Alex Cook. And a 3-second violation's called on Alex Kirk, so another turnover. Well, that was a very close call there for the Brex, but again, a beautiful build-up there by Alvark Tokyo, but Alex Kirk camping out in the key for too long. Chase Wheeler kicks out, is now a three-pointer from Kosuke Takeuchi. And again, Takeuchi tried a three-pointer in the first half and wasn't able to get it. Taylor now pulls up for a quick three-pointer, and Jordan Taylor, excuse me, nails that one. And it's back now to a 6-point ball game here for Alvark Tokyo. And again, it's the perimeter shooting that keeps them in front of this game. Well, this has been a very interesting game of basketball, ladies and gentlemen, to say the least. I mean, Alvark Tokyo have been phenomenal from the perimeter, shooting the lights out from downtown. While Utsunomiya Brex staying in this game just because of Josh Scott and his down low performance. And I think the officials just wanted to double check that it was a three-point field goal made there by Jordan Taylor, and it has been confirmed. So it stays now at a 6-point ball game. Well, there you can see clearly behind the three-point line there when he took that shot. Well, you can see here's Josh Scott now backing down against Alex Cook. What's a mix of muscle and finesse there? I mean, this guy has such a dominant back-down post-play game. That's one reason why the Brex made sure they were able to retain his services. I mean, he's a phenomenal basketball player. Well, now it's a 6-point ball game, and again, the Brex, who were within 1 point now, find themselves back down here. And this is where Watanabe needs to get things going. They're trying to force Takeuchi to shoot that shot from the perimeter. And down to Scott now, a few seconds left. But has to step back, take it again, and Josh Scott is simply keeping Utsunomiya Brex alive. Well, he now moves up to 19 points. He is phenomenal in this game at the moment. And now Ryan Rossiter, step back three-pointer, way off the mark, doesn't get it. A 24-second violation. Well, Papchevich trying to say that it hit the rim, but clearly it didn't. Well, we're under a minute to go here. As the Brex now trailing by 4 points, trying to stay alive in this game. And they have brought Isaac Fotu back in the game to give Josh Scott a bit of a breather. Gets this one out. Now they go back down. He's guarded by Seba Saiz. Turn around way off the mark. Doesn't get it. He goes out of bounds. And that will be Brex ball. It's Kosuke Takeuchi just doing enough there to try and secure the basketball. Well, now 14 on the shot clock here for Watanabe. Makes the penetration. Tough fadeaway. Watanabe nails it. And now it's a 2-point ball game. And now with 4 seconds difference between the game clock and the shot clock, you can see Alvark Tokyo will try to dribble this one down here for the last shot of the third quarter. Saiz now comes up and sets the screen, gets the ball back. Pick and pop from the mid-range, doesn't get it. Tries to get his own rebound, goes out of bounds. Now with 9.1 seconds left. And Brex Nation can have a chance here to tie the game up. Well, here was the pick and pop scenario. Well, great job by Watanabe here. Well, it just hasn't been his night this evening. Kai Teb's now back in the game here for this last play. Well, they can either tie the game up with a 2 or take the lead with a 3-pointer. Now Fotu looking for a handoff with Kai Tebs. Tebs all the way, hangs in the air, no foul called. Great defense, forces that one up. And hits the popcorn man in row A. And ladies and gentlemen, inspired by the 19 points of Josh Scott, Utsunomiya Brex not going away in this one. Well, they won that quarter 18-11, and you can see the only one 3-point field goal in that third quarter really has come back to haunt Alvark Tokyo. Well, Coach Papchevich trying to say to his players right now that we have to come up with a better offense and get better looks from the perimeter, because at the moment, 11 points in the third quarter. He'll be very disappointed with how they finished that one. We can see Josh Scott now still staying on the bench there with 19 points, followed up by Isaac Fotu with 12. But again, we're talking about a team who hasn't made any perimeter shots so far in this game, and still able to stay in this one. And now they go down low here to Seba Saiz, guarded by Chase Fila. Puts up a tough jump hook, doesn't get it. Well, Kai Tebs comes up with a loose ball. And again now, Utsunomiya Brex with a chance to tie the game up or take the lead, and a foul has been called. And a very aggressive defense there. Tev's now looking to give this one up. Goes down to Isaac Fotu. Fotu spins around. Fotu ties the game up, and he gets the M1, and he just takes Alex Cook to school. Well, you will see this in the FIBA Asia Cup. The fake spin around, beautiful. That is New Zealand basketball at its best. Isaac Fotu, one of the very best. Well, now he has a chance here to give the Brex the lead here, which they have not had the entire game. So this is a big moment now as Ryan Rossiter has to come into the game. A big free throw here for Isaac Fotu. Doesn't get the M1. And the Brex still unable to take the lead. Tie game now here with 9 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. The step back, the big three-pointer. Well, huge three-pointer. Sugoi from downtown by Shuto Ando. Ando-san just made a big-time play there in the Alvark Tokyo. They go down low now to Isaac Fotu. Got it again by Seba Saiz. Kicks this one out to Watanabe. Watanabe for three. Watanabe doesn't get it. No foul called. Orlando now in the last three-pointer goes pick and pop here. Ryan Rossiter. Now Jordan Taylor looking to isolate. Taylor hesitates, goes behind the back. The fadeaway doesn't get it. Fotu with a rebound, and now the Brex can push this one more time. Tevs kicks out. Fila thought about taking a three-point, doesn't go for it. Hangs in the edge, draws a foul, and now Chase Fila will go to the free throw line. And he's fouled by Ryan Rossiter. So these are going to be two big free throws here for Chase Fila. I love the contact there, the hard foul there. And look at them both pat each other on the back. I mean, that is competition between the two Americans. The man who was an MVP back in the Netherlands in 2018 makes the first free throw. Then made the move over to Belgium, where he played for Lou Ostende in the Basketball Champions League along with Broge Bamberg. And now really starting to love life here in the B-League. Well, he makes the second free throw now, counting it down to a one-point ball game. Well, it's been very interesting to see Chase Fila's progression here in the B-League, going to more of a perimeter player. He was a definite trying to go for a steal there, and Seba Saiz in the gamble. And Saiz now want to go pick and roll here with Shuto Ando. Saiz now top of the key. Gets the and one. Well, muchos gracias, mi amigo Sebastian Saiz. Well, heavily guarded here by Endo, and he says, buenas noches, Sebastian Saiz. And the Spanish international now has a chance to put Alvark Tokyo up by 4 points. Had a relatively quiet game this evening, but makes a three-point play, and now it's a 4-point ball game here. Down low now here to Karuga, almost throws it away. Now Tevs with a mid-range shot, doesn't get it. And now Rossiter will try to push this one here. There's a three-pointer in the corner, doesn't get it. Fotu with a rebound. Well, down low to Isaac Fotu. Here's the matchup again we want to see. Spins around, another spin, kick out, Fila for three, nails it! And that is the first three-pointer of the game here for Utsunomiya Brex. And Chase Fila with 6 points here so far in the fourth quarter. And there's the pick and pop play now. Kick this one out. As he comes back into the game here for Alvark Tokyo, the cross court, good ball movement. Goes baseline, another kick out. Baranski pump fakes in the lane, pulls up from the mid-range, doesn't get it. Rossiter with a rebound, and a foul's been called. And Ryan Rossiter takes no prisoners. Completely annihilates Seiji Ikaruga, his former teammate. Well, now a double change coming here for the Utsunomiya Brex as Josh Scott's going to come back into the game. He has 19 points and single-handedly keeping the Brex in this game in the third quarter. And now Hinori Watanabe also comes back in for Kaitebs. A huge free throw here for Ryan Rossiter. Makes a second one. Feeling out, hangs in the air, kicks this one out. Good ball movement. A few seconds left now. Has to shoot it. Big three-pointer. Doesn't get it. And a wasted offense there by the Brex. Pulled there by Taylor in the mid-range, and Jordan Taylor nails a shot. Now Taylor there just came off the screen and again just pulled up from the mid-range. It's back to a 4-point ball game. It just goes to show how easy it is for Alvark Tokyo to get the shots they want when they want. Back to Scott now. Scott muscles his way in, and Josh Scott with 21 points, doing exactly what he does best, and that just dominates this game. And here comes another screen now. Taylor, big three, in and out, doesn't get it. And again here, the Brex with a chance here to tie the game up or take the lead. Well, only one three-point field goal so far in this game for the Brex. Goes in and he ties the game up, and it's that man Seiji Ikaruga. Well, Ikaruga tying it up at 56 apiece. And this game is just going right down to the wire between these two teams. Ryan Rustin now kicking this one out to Baranski. Baranski down the middle. Doesn't give it up, and it's nothing but net by Zach Baranski. Well, hitting a huge shot at the right time. And now we got a timeout here to the Brex as they trail by 2 points here. And we're alive here in the capital city of Japan here in Tokyo. Well, there is Brandon Juwato, as we mentioned, the Indonesian national basketball team. Again, they will be hosting the upcoming FIBA Asia Cup along with the 2023 FIBA Basketball World Cup, which will be joint hosted by Indonesia, Japan, and Gilas Pilipinas. Well, Ryan Russell came out of this game like a house on fire. I mean, he was simply unstoppable in the first quarter. And since then, he's been very much frustrated by the Utsunomiya Brex defense. Now, the Brex have brought back in Kai Tevz in this game in the backcourt. He'll be partnered along with Ikaruga. Folks are now looking for a handoff. Ikaruga goes down low to Josh Scott. Ikaruga now in with a little floater. Ties the game up one more time. Seiji Ikaruga. Again, stepping up big time here, Seiji Ikaruga. Now Jordan Taylor on the ball. There's the pick and roll there. Great help side defense. Saiz goes up with a tough one. The follow-up. Can't get it. Goes out of bounds. That's going to be Utsunomiya Brex ball. And now, well, the Brex are really hanging in there. Frustrating Alvark Tokyo as much as possible. Well, this is a big possession now from the Brex Nation. Score here, and they'll take the lead for the first time in this game. And Kai Tevz crosses over. Kai Tevz hangs in the air. Kai Tevz turns it over. And a foul has been committed. It's a third-team foul. As Watanabe there fouls his former teammate. Well, Taylor now on the ball, guarded by Kai Tevz. Down the middle, goes up with a layup, doesn't get it. The follow-up by Ryan Rossiter. Well, he did the hard bit on defense, but again, Alvark Tokyo able to get the bucket there from Ryan Rossiter as he follows up for the second chance point. So Alvark Tokyo again with a lead here by 2 points. Rossiter diving into his former teammates on the bench there. Well, great defense there, but Isaac Fotu, again, just trying to cement the position there in the low block, but it's great post defense by his FIBA Asia Cup rival, and Ryan Rossiter, excuse me. Get the ball inbound now to Ikaruga. Ikaruga with a fadeaway. Doesn't get it. That was a tough shot there, but now we're under 3 minutes to go as Alvark Tokyo with a 2-point lead here over Utsunomiya Brex. And there's the pull-up there, the shot. They don't get it. And will be a fresh 14 on the shot clock. Now Ikaruga is defending Seba Saiz here in the low block. There's the penetration all the way to the basket. Draws a foul. The foul is going to be called on Yusuke Endo. Well, Shuto Endo, his national team teammate now, will go to the free throw line here for 2 big free throws. Well, he missed the first one, and again, well, free throws at this stage in the game are just so key. You never want to look back on a game and think the free throws had an influence on the outcome of this game. Well, he makes the second one now, and it's a 3-point lead. It's Alvark Tokyo. And Watanabe now comes into the game here. So in the backcourt here for Utsunomiya Brex, they have Watanabe and Yusuke Endo, but again, neither player really been able to get things going here from the perimeter. Seiji Ikaruga also in the game here. Well, we go down low now to Isaac Fotu. Tries to muscle his way in. Turnaround jump hook. Gets it to go, and Isaac Fotu somehow, someway, gets the Kiwi touch on that one. There's a huge shot from downtown. The three is up. That's a two-pointer. Foot was on the line, so it will only be a 2-point for Osakabe. Taiki Osakabe there spotted up in the corner. Just had his slight toe on the line. And it's only a 2-point shot there. Great defense here by Jordan Taylor, and kicks that one out. Well, trailing by 3 points now. Utsunomiya Brex. They've had chances to take the lead in this game, but have failed on all occasions. But right now, they got to try and get themselves back in this game. Remember, only one 3-point field goal. Oh, Scott spins around, gets fouled, doesn't get the and one. But he will go back to the free throw line here for 2 shots. Over 21 points here from the sensei, the teacher of this team, the leader. Well, these are huge free throws now. Has to step up and make these. He's had his struggles from the free throw line this evening. He makes the first one now, cutting it down to a 2-point ball game. Well, Josh Scott is really looked at as the veteran player of this team, the leader. Last season playing off the likes of Ryan Rossiter. Makes the second one. Cuts it down to a 1-point ball game. Comes off one screen now. Jordan Taylor takes the mid-range shot. Hits the front iron, doesn't get it. Comes off a Seba Saiz, and that will be possession now to Utsunomiya Brex. And you can see the key difference in that one, why Alvark Tokyo weren't able to come up with an offensive rebound. Look at Isaac Fotu aggressively doing what he can, which forced Seba Saiz to lose control of the basketball. Now another chance here. Can Utsunomiya Brex take the lead? They put the ball in the hands of Seiji Karuga, almost turned it over. Scott now looking to isolate. Scott puts it up, doesn't get it, and again Utsunomiya Brex failed to take the lead. And could that be a sign of things to come here? And Alvark Tokyo hold on to the game here. We're under a minute to go here. This is the B-League basketball, ladies and gentlemen. Well, there it is now. Ryan Russell at dish off. Seba Saiz under the basket. Gets the and one, I believe, or a timeout's been called. Well, Seba Saiz. Well, the Brex have called timeout now with 52.9 seconds left to go here. Well, it's a beautiful build-up there. There you can see the handoff, and what a dish off there by Ryan Rossiter. Finding Saiz. Muchos gracias. Well, that could be a potential buenas noches from the man from Spain. Well, again, he made the move last season from the Chiba Jets to play here for Alvark Tokyo, and again, he's just been absolutely phenomenal, but relatively frustrated. But ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching this game, a very special Alvark Tokyo fan currently watching, Tanya, she is supporting on Alvark Tokyo at the moment. Well, shout out to one of the greatest Alvark Tokyo fans worldwide. B-League fans all over the world, where are you right now? Well, we said that this game was going to go right down to the wire, and it looks like that at the moment. But at the moment, you could see here, the Brex, it just seems like the anxiety just gets to them, the pressure. 3 times now here in the fourth quarter, they've had the chance to take the lead, which could be a psychological momentum factor, but again, they just haven't been able to do it. And with only 1 3-point field goal, you got to say, can they change that going into the final state? Now, they got Kai Tebs here in the game. We're looking to go down low here. Here comes a pick and roll. Ikaruga, Isaac Fotu. Fotu goes up, doesn't get it. Oh, beautifully executed. Well, this could be potentially last play of the game here. Alvark Tokyo. Now Jordan Taylor here. 6 on the shot clock. Goes all the way, forces up a circus shot. The follow-up, and that could very well be Ayasumi here in Tokyo. Well, Ryan Rossiter punishes his former team. And it's happened time and time again. I don't know if they've called a timeout or not, but Rossiter, nobody went to box him out. Well, it's been a very close game, but we're going to need a quick basket here. Yusuke Endo now. Endo goes in with a finger roll, lays it up, and it's back to a 3-point ball game. With 11.5 seconds left, is now Alvark Tokyo are going to call timeout. Well, the thing right now here for Utsunomiya Brex, they really just have to come up with a steal of some sort, and if they can't get a steal, you got to foul. And then you have to hope that Alvark Tokyo missed the free throws, but again, defensively, if you don't foul, you got to try and put the ball in the hands of probably their worst free throw shooter, which at the moment doesn't appear to be too many of those on the court here for Coach Papchevich. Well, I think what Coach Papchevich is going to try and orchestrate now is some kind of press breaker. Well, Papchevich there trying to draw something up there just to break the press. And again, they got to try and spread themselves out here. Well, we got Taylor, Ando, Ryan Russell on the court. They get the ball inbound. The foul has been committed. Again, you got to say that was pretty poor defense there by the Brex. Well, he missed the first free throw. Well, could he possibly have a Nick Anderson moment? Remember, 1995 NBA Finals. The Magic were up by 3. Anderson missed 4 consecutive free throws, but can Taiki Osakabe, you can see the anxiety of these. Well, here comes a free throw now. I missed them both. Oh, but they don't get the rebound. Well, exactly what happened in 1995 when Nick Anderson missed the first 2 free throws. The Magic still got an offensive rebound. And now Jordan Taylor will step up to the free throw line. And Alvark Tokyo really do get away with that one. Oh, huge free throws now here from Taylor. Makes the first one. And that might very well be Ayasumi Nasai here from the capital. Alvark Tokyo fans now feeling a lot more confident. Daijobi des makes the second one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us here in the capital city of Tokyo. And at the end of this one, Alvark Tokyo, they come out victorious as they win this one 69-66 over Utsunomiya Brex. Ryan Rossida got the offensive rebound, the putback, and crushed the hearts of his former teammates. Last season, he made it to the B.LEAGUE final with Utsunomiya Brex and lost against the Chiba Jets, who he's now teammates with. And the coaches from the game as they show their respect and pay their homage to the fans.
ルカヘッドコーチ拍手でこの舞台に浴びてください。ファンの皆さんに挨拶と今日の試合を振り返ってください。
Good evening, everyone. こんばんは。Thank you for coming on this last 2021 game in Tachihi and filling it up and giving us huge energy and emotion to play with.
2021年最後のホームゲーム、皆さん本当にありがとうございました。この声援が後押してくれまして、このような形で勝つことができました。ありがとうございました。
Great opponent, great game, great crowd. This was a really a great basketball event and a great basketball night.
本当に対戦相手も素晴らしい宇都宮さん相手にこのような形で勝てて、本当にいいゲームをしたと感じております。ありがとうございました。
The keys to win this game were in a physical fight with Tochigi. Especially the big man had to beat the fight on the rebound and on the paint. There was a constant fight, as you saw, big man fighting for rebounding, sealing, one-on-one game, a lot of contact, a lot of effort. And then the pressure of the guards on both sides. Great game.
今日のゲームなんですけど、やはり勝つキーポイントはやはりビッグマンのところで、やはりオフェンスリバウンドが非常に強いチーム、それとインサイドのプレーが非常に強いチームですね。ここしっかりと我々のセンター陣がしっかりと抑えてくれました。それと同時にペリメーター陣、非常に激しく当たってくるのに、それにもしっかりと負けずに、強い戦いをした結果、ガード陣、センター陣、チーム全員で一丸となって勝った試合だと思います。ありがとうございました。
Coach Patrovic obviously making his thoughts
So
heard, of
this
course.
game, both teams lack Mako Hiejima, Daiki Tanaka, two big Japanese players. It was a really event in which everybody else in both teams had to step up. For us, this was a big win, and we enjoyed that we done it with the help and support from our Alvark fans.
宇都宮さんも比江島選手が、プレーしない中、我々も田中大輝選手がプレーしない中、お互い一歩も譲らず、非常に強い戦いをした結果だと思いますので、我々にとっては非常に大きな一勝となりました。
Thank you all so much. ありがとうございます。
ありが
I
とうござ
wish
い
you
ま
all a happy new year, okay?
す。良いお年を、また来年お会いしましょう。ありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。ルカヘッドコーチでした。
Patrovic, of course, one of the most famous basketball coaches in Europe now, making his trade. Remember, he was the head coach of the Iranian national team.
今日のヒーローはナンバー2
Now,
ジョーダン・
obviously-
デイエ
Doing such a good job here with Alvark Tokyo here in the B League. And here comes Jordan Taylor. The man who made the last 2 free throws.
Big マッチとなりました。今日の試合振り返ってください。
Yeah, it was a tough fight. They're a really tough team. They play hard on both sides of the ball, and it wasn't pretty, but we did a good job at fighting and getting the W.
本当にタフな戦いで簡単ではない試合だったんですけども、本当に最後まで粘り強く勝った結果、プレーした結果、このような勝つことができて本当に嬉しいです。
2021年は勝利で締めくくりました。2022年はどういう年にしていきましょう。
Yeah, lots of wins. That's all you can ask for. And keep coming to support us, and we appreciate y'all.
とにかく一つ一つ戦って一つ一つ白星を重ねて勝つことですね。それとファンの皆さんの応援も大事にしたいと思います。
ありがとうございました。ジョーダン・テイラー選手でした。続いてもう一人、ナンバー9、安藤修斗。
Here comes Ando Shuto now, the Japanese national team. Also had a very good game this evening, shooting some big shots here from the perimeter.
今日は少しメンバーが揃わない中、試合にはどういった気持ちで入っていきましたか。
そうですね、僕たちも大輝さんがいないっていうのを今日知ったんで、ちょっと全員今メンバーがなかなか揃ってない中、やっぱ彼がいなくなると結構自分たちにもダメージは大きいんですけど、その中でも自分たちらしくプレーして宇都宮さんに勝つことができたんで、年内最後の試合いい形で締めれたなと思います。
今日は何度も大きな声を出してチームを鼓舞している様子がありました。このあたりいかがですか。
そうですね、ライアンの古巣ということもあって、絶対に勝たないといけない相手だったので、苦しい時間帯もたくさんあって、本当にファンの皆さんの声援もあったんですけど、それ以上にやっぱコート内の選手が鼓舞して盛り上げていかないといけないなと思ったんで、今日はちょっとより一層気合い入れて試合に臨みました。
そして安藤選手にとってはアルバルクに来てこのアリーナ立川立飛満員の中での試合となりました。ファンの皆さんのこの大きな手拍子や、そして今見えている笑顔、どう感じてますか。
そうですね、本当にやっとこの満員の中でプレーすることができて本当に幸せですし、これから先もこういう形で皆さんの応援が必要になってくるので、これからも応援の方よろしくお願いします。
ありがとうございました。安藤修斗選手でした。そしてもう一人、ナンバー22、ライアン・ロスタイ。
Of course, Shuto Ando Charles is saying in the post-game there how important it was to work hard in this game, and couldn't forget that every member of the team had to step up.
今日ロスター選手は
Obviously, a big relief of happiness knowing
10リバウンドと
they
い
came
う
up with
ダ
a
ブ
big
ルダブル
victory.
の活躍でした。ゲーム振り返っていかがでしょう。
It was a good game. It was tough. Utsunomiya is a very good team, and it was a needed win for us. So I'm just happy we came out and got the win.
本当にいい試合でしたね。宇都宮さんは非常にいいチームですね。そのような形で、いいチームに対して自分たちのプレーで徹底してから勝つことができて本当に、ほっとして嬉しいです。
今日プレー時間は35分を超えるという中のハードな戦いでした。そのあたりいかがですか。
It was a long time, but I thought the atmosphere in the gym was great and got us through. Alvark fans were phenomenal coming, and this is our first home game. Brex fans are great, so it was really good atmosphere for the first full home game.
分数多かったんですけど、本当に皆さん、会場で温かい声援、熱い声援、それがしっかりと後押ししてくれましたので、本当に感謝しています。ありがとうございました。
さあ、2021年が終わって2022年に向けて意気込みをお願いします。
Thanks everyone for coming out all year. I hope everyone has a good New Year. Akeome.
本当に、1年間ありがとうございました。そして来年もぜひ会場に来て、我々のチーム応援してください。明けましておめでとうございます。
ありがとうございました。ライアン・ロスター選手でした。ではヒーローの3名にはルークのぬいぐるみにサインを入れていただきます。こちらはファンクラブ来場ポイントにタッチしたお客様の中から抽選でプレゼントをさせていただきます。
Like Shuto Ando and Brian Russell saying, thank you to all the fans for their support. Phenomenal support from these fans. Number 18-19 winning the B.LEAGUE championship, and they want to bring that championship home. This season making The effort's obviously to
では
sign the
皆
likes
さ
of
ん
the big
も
boys.
3本指を立てて一緒に行きましょう。ではお願いします。ではお願いします。
We decide each knee, son, Alvark, we.
ありがとうございました。今日のヒーローはジョーダン・テイラー選手、安藤修斗選手、そしてライアン・ロシター選手でした。
Performance it was from him in this game, and again, to do it against his former club, who he took to the championship last season. But the Alvark Tokyo players now, they can celebrate. Seba Saiz playing his role for this team. As Taiki, Osakabe and Zach Baranski playing their part here for Alvark Tokyo. Is a huge performance here from the home side. Ryan Rossiter, for some reason, is wearing Daiki Tanaka's jersey. Now you can see the home fans really showing their respect and paying their homage there. Ryan, you are my hero. That one fan holding the sign up there. Again, you have to love the tradition here in the B-Leagues, how these fans really just show their respect and support to the players. Pavicevic there, you can see the head coach here of Alvark Tokyo. And Ryan Rossiter is showing his sense of humor. Ryan Rossiter really loving the movie star-like figure he's become here in the B-League. Remember, he's been in the B-League since 2013, so... And the fans absolutely love him out here. Well, here are the highlights from this game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was just such a phenomenal game of basketball to watch. These players just really battled it out and had a really dominant performance. Well, Ryan Rossiter started the game off like a house on fire. I mean, he couldn't miss from downtown. There you can see the kick out there from Jordan Taylor. Well, Taylor really did have things going again with that pick and roll scenario with Ryan Rossiter. He's one of the most exciting players to run that scenario with. Well, Isaac Fotu tried to battle back along with Josh Scott. I mean, they had a very good game, and Kai Tevz there playing in the backcourt here for the Utsunomiya Brex. Again, it was just a little bit too late for them to try and cement themselves back into this game. Well, Josh Scott, of course, was the big difference, just trying to keep them in this one. The 1-2 punch between Kai Tevz and Josh Scott. Great penetration in the lane by Kai Tevz, and the follow-up by Josh Scott. I mean, It was all hustle points from his behalf, but again, just doing everything they could to get back in this game. Again, Isaac Fotu had some good plays there. I mean, he had the chance to take the lead. Again, you got to love the post work here by the New Zealand international. Just tough as you like. The spin outs, the movement off the ball. Phenomenal stuff here. But it was the one thing that's really went in favor of Alvark Tokyo tonight was the perimeter shooting. Man, they shot the ball phenomenally from downtown. And you can see Hinori Watanabe there. Well, only one three-point field goal in this game really was the key difference. Look at the spin-out move there by Isaac Fotu, just going to work. Scott there just trying to muscle his way into the basket. Well, he had a phenomenal game, to say the least. I mean, Josh Scott was just simply unstoppable in this game. And you can see the tough play there by Seiji Karuga. Twice there, he had to tie the game up there for the Brex. And there was the kick out in the huge long two-pointer by Taiki Osakabe. Osakabe there you can see just in the corner. And the dish off there to Seba Saiz coming from Ryan Rossa. I mean, it was a beautiful play there by Ryan Rossa. Really has becoming one of these bigs that can put the ball on the floor and shows absolutely no fear whatsoever. Again, nobody boxing out Ryan Rossiter. Well, that was the end of the game, ladies and gentlemen. As these fans now will make their way out of this arena, and they have really enjoyed the occasion. Watching a phenomenal game this evening. Well, you can see Alvark Tokyo, the big difference in this game was 8 for 22 from the perimeter. While Utsunomiya Brex only 1 for 11 from downtown. And that proved to be the key difference. Utsunomiya Brex, you know, if they had made one more three-pointer, you could possibly argue they could have gone to overtime, but the rebounds as well. 44 to 34. Having players such as Ryan Rossiter, Seba Saiz in your lineup really makes a difference. Along with Alex Kirk as well. Well, here are the top scorers in the game. Ryan Rossiter finished with 19 points. Well, there you can see, of course, Josh Scott, probably the best performance. He had a double-double with 10 rebounds, along with 23 points, and that was just a huge, huge performance from his behalf. Seba Saiz with 12 rebounds. Well, there are some other fixtures you can see coming up. Of course, later here in the B-League. Remember, more B-League basketball will be brought to you this season. And as it stands here, Tokyo Alvark making themselves in great contention here for the top 3 spot in what is going to be a very, very competitive season here in the B-League, of course, as we mentioned. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we do thank you for joining us here in Tokyo, the capital city here in Japan, the beautiful country. But as it stands at the end of this one, it will be Tokyo Alvark who win this one. We thank you for joining us. Good night and Ayasu Minasai.